now too. Hi to everybody who's catching up. Make sure those shoes are kicked off and we're going to get started. So let's get to our mats. Music on. Okay, let's enjoy this one this evening. So in work today I had to present for an hour-long board meeting, and I mean my head was ready to explode by the end of it, so I was so looking forward to Pilates this evening. So I hope you were too. So let's stand nice and tall at the back of our mats. And we're just going to go into some roll downs. Alright, so just let everything fall down and roll and relax. So just before we start anything, just drop that chin and roll to the toes. Take your time. And when you're at the bottom, just grab the back of your legs. And when you do that, your chest will naturally go down a little bit further to your thighs. Deep breath in. Let go of that and begin to roll back up to standing. Stack everything tall. When you've stacked everything up, we drop again. So roll that chin down, roll to the toes. And again, grab the back of the legs. Lean that chest forward. Let go of the hands, or let go of the back of the legs, I should say. And let's begin to roll back up to standing. And the last time, we're going to go for it. So we're going to drop the chin down. Roll one vertebrae at a time. Let all the weight fall forward. Enjoy that stretch. Just forget about everything. Just focus on the mat tonight. Alright, wrap two hands around the two elbows. And that, again, will pull that weight forward. Let go of those elbows and roll back up to standing. Stack tall. Enjoy, take your time, and we reach the top again. So from here, we're just going to go into some squats and some pulses, warm up the core and the glutes. So plant the toes on the mat. Imagine you were on the sand and you're just turning those toes into the sand to make an imprint. From here, the hands are going to go back to the ears. And when you're ready, you're going to drop it down into a squat. Stay low and drive up. Good, let's go again. Pull yourself down, drive up. So don't just fall down, okay, pull, down, 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 stay, stand tall, two more, down, tall, last one, down, slow and controlled, and stand tall. Perfect, hands come to the hips. We go into a slight hinge. So when I mean a hinge, your hips go back, okay? From here, you're going to just float one foot out to the side. And then we're pushing this knee out towards the other side. And we're just going to begin to lift. And we're here for 9, 8, breathe, 7, draw the bellies in, 6, 5, you feel the weight going on this leg, 4, 3, 2, 1, keep that foot out, let's pulse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. Just give that glute a little bit of a run out. And now we go for the other side. So again, hinge back. Stick the hips back to the wall. Foot goes out. And we're going to lift and lower. We actually started this one, didn't we? Yeah, let's go with this. My head's a wee bit away. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold out. Let's go for our pulses. 2, 3, focus. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Perfect. Just give those feet a little wiggle out. Let's go into some pedals. So keep those hands on the hips and we're going back and forward. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up on both tiptoes. Come back down. Up on both tiptoes. Come back down. This time turn the feet out further. Tiptoes. turn the heels out, up, tiptoes, heels out, and then you find yourself in that hip width position. And now we're just going to do 5 more squats. So bring the hands back, and we are down, hold, up, on my time, down, hold, up, down, hold, up, 2 more, down, hold, up, last one, down, hold, and sit right down. From here, let's just have a little bit of a wiggle about, lengthen out that spine, sit nice and tall, hold on to the ankles, stick the hips high, and then let the hands go off, and then you find yourself back in this roll down position. From here, we're going to roll it back up to standing. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll back up to standing, stack everything back tall, and we stand nice and straight again. So we're going to do some weighted arms. Now you all stand up, but I just want to get a little bit closer to the screen. So keep standing, and the arms are just going to come in to the side really, really tight. I'm just noticing how dark you all are. So here we go here. Is that better? I think that's better, isn't it? Oh, look at those waiters. Stand nice and tall, stand nice and proud. From here, we're just going to spin the arms out. Who wants a drink? Abs on. Exhale, bring your hands back. Just realising you sure can't see me. So stand nice and tall, abs engaged, bum on. Waiter, who wants a drink? Spin the arms out, hold. Everything should be squeezed nice and tight. And return back in. We have 3 more here. Squeeze, turn those shoulder blades. Perfect, hold. Return, you have 2 more here. Really, these trays are getting heavier. Let me see that. So if I was to push down on your palms, I don't want them to move. Hold, squeeze. Exhale, bring back to center. Last one, squeeze them out. Back to center, and from here, push up to the ceiling. We bend over to one side. Back to center. Exhale, turn. 1 more each side. Turn. Back to center, last one. And release it down. All right, just give me my favorite spine twist. You're here for 4, 3, eyes follow the hands around. 2, 1, back to center. Perfect. Okay, this time we're going to go down onto the mat and we're going to stay down. You're thinking, God, Catherine, are we ever going to get to lie down? That's what Pilates is about, isn't it? So, let's stand at the back of the mats. We have 1 more roll down and that is it, okay? So roll that chest down. You all know this one now. But this one's important to make sure that we now have our Pilates belt on. So we're going out for the night. Let's get that nice belt on. Squeeze everything in nice and tight. And try and focus on that core throughout the whole class. Let's drop that chin down. Roll to the toes. When we get to the toes, we go out to a plank. Walk it out into a plank position. Perfect. Hold it here. Get comfortable in this position. Get comfortable. Turn the core on. Squeeze. Pull those kneecaps up to the belly button. And hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and gentle. Just drop down to those knees. From here, we're into some cat camel. Okay, let's just push the stress of the day away. So let's turn the chin in, tuck, and push up to the ceiling. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale, repeat. Up. Exhale, release. Last one, big push up. Inhale, return. And now let's bring it back to center, alright? So let's find that core, switch it on, and let's find that alignment and keep everything nice and balanced. From here, spread those fingers out, tuck the toes under, and what we're going to do is just hover the knees up off the ground. So it's only a tiny, tiny movement. So we're going to just push up, keep the knees up, and hold there. And now lower, nice and gentle. Push up, and lower. As we push up, that core is turned on. Turn it up a notch. And lower. 2 more. Those wrists might be getting a little sore, but you can do it. Come on. And lower. Last one. Push up. and release. Nice and gentle, just come off those wrists, give them a little turn because we're not done there just yet. If they're getting too sore, go up onto your knuckles, okay? That will have the same effect. So, back down into that 4-point kneel position. Again, make sure your hips and knees are aligned again with your elbows and shoulders too. So, big spider webs with the fingers. Let's hover again off the mat. From here, we're going to lift one foot off the mat and we're going to kick that foot to the ceiling. And then we're going to bring it back to where we started. Off we go. Kick up, inhale, return. Kick up, inhale, return. Now try and take yourself out of your body and have a wee look at your alignment. How are we looking? Really, imagine you still had a shoe on and you're just pushing the heel right up to the ceiling. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it back down, lower to the knees and go to the elbows. From here, same leg, lengthen that leg out. And let's begin to lower to the ground. Exhale, kick high. Inhale, lower. Kick high. Inhale, exhale. What are those abs doing? Keep those eyes down to the mat. And keep that tension away from the upper body. Just focus on that glute that you're kicking up into. Inhale, return. Return this time, let's flex the foot as we kick up. Point the toe as we go down. Flex to point. Good. Lower. Flex, kick, point, lower. 4 more. Up, point, lower. 3 more. Up, point, lower. 2 more. Breathe through it. Last one. Kick up and let's hold up and let's pulse. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, bring it back into your knee. And let's go into child's pose and stretch it out. Okay, let's get ready for the other side. So, again, we're on those hands. So make big spider webs with the hands. Abs turned on, and let's lift the knees up into a hover. From here, we take the opposite foot and we start to kick it up to the ceiling. Inhale, return. Exhale, kick. Inhale, return. Exhale, kick. Really ensure you're working on that core and keeping everything nice and centered and steady. Kick it up to the ceiling. Straight up as if you're trying to make a print on the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it back down, come onto those elbows. Lengthen the same leg out, and let's just point and lower. So we're not doing the flex just yet. Kick, really focus on, your pants sit. Alright, that crease where your bum and your thigh meet. You're really trying to squeeze into that. So try and visualize that there. Good, keep it going. Okay, now let's flex the foot, point to lower, flex to lift, point to lower, flex to lift, point to lower, flex, point. We're here for 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, last one. We know the drill. Let's point and flex. Sorry, point and pulse. I'm telling you, all shapes here. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in and lower yourself down into child's pose and stretch it out. Perfect. All right, when you're ready, spin it around onto your bum and then lie back down onto the ground. And I want you here to just imprint your spine down onto the mat. Okay, imagine again you're lying on the sand, and if you were to come off that position in the sand, we would see your spine. So really try and wiggle it down onto the ground. Just place your hands on your hips here, and I just want you to do a few pelvic tilts. So tilt your hips back to your nose, and then pull it away to your feet. And really tiny movements, but nearly try and exaggerate it. Keep your hands placed there on your hips. 3, 2, Keep those hands long by the side for this one. And we're going to lift the feet up into tabletop. From here, you're going to automatically create a little bit of a arch in that back, so really try and button those lower abs down onto the ground. Again, remember the tabletop position means that the knees are sitting at 90 degrees, not close to your face. Alright, point the toes, knees start at the same position, and we're just going to lower one toe down to the ground. Return, opposite side. So push those knees a little bit further away from you because that's going to make those lower abs work a little bit harder. And keep it going. This is a perfect time to work on that breathing. Exhale to lower, inhale, return. And again, if you're finding the breathing a little bit difficult, just make sure you are breathing. And that's half the battle. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those feet up in tabletop, hands laced behind the head, lift the shoulders off the mat but keep them wide, and let's continue. Point to lower and return. Good. This time I just want you to stare at your belly button or stare through the gap in your knees. Abs are starting to feel it a little bit, they're starting to shake. Here for 8, 7, 6, keep the elbows wide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees in, give yourself a little bit of a rock. So we're going back into that position here. So when you're ready, bring the feet back into tabletop, hands back behind the head, elbows wide, and we're going to go for a straight leg. Down, back to tabletop. Exhale, lower. Inhale, return. Lower, return. Please have a little check with your tabletop position that your knees are not too close to your face. Exhale, push away. Again, imagine you're pushing those legs through sand and they don't go that easy. You're here for another 4, 3, 2, 1. This time we add elbow to knee. So let's crisscross over. Back to tabletop. Opposite side. Tabletop. Reach long. Keep the elbows wide. You're here for another 5, 4, 3. I find it hard to talk. 2, 1. Hug the knees in and give yourself a little bit of a rock. Whew. All right. Well, that one burnt. So keep lying down on the mat. Lengthen the arms out to either side. Okay, you're creating a T shape, and I just want you to let both knees fall to one side and you look the opposite direction. Back to center, other side. Let's do that one more time. Lengthen over. Back to center. Last one, off you go. And back to center. Okay, we're going to go into our double leg stretch. So what we do here is just the hand placement. So if you want to sit up and do the hand placement first and then lower yourself down, it sometimes helps. So right hand, right knee, left hand, right elbow, or right ankle. I really make you think about the anatomy. So when you end up down, so you have one hand on the knee, opposite hand on the ankle, and then you end up in this position. So the other leg is lying straight, and what you're going to do is tug on this leg twice, and then you're going to switch across to the other side. So give it a little try. We'll do 2 each side. So pull, pull, twist, pull, pull, twist, pull into the nose, and then big pulls. So just make sure the hands land in the appropriate positions. So we're going to give it a go anyway. So get yourself set, the shoulders come off the mat. Grab onto that ankle, and we're going to basically try and kiss the knee twice. So pull, pull, take a deep breath in, exhale, exhale, deep breath in, exhale, exhale, and again the lower abs, this is what we're targeting here, so keep them buttoned down off the mat. Try and point the toes as well, lots to think about. You're here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Pull those knees into the chest. Woo. And give yourself a little hug and rock side to side. Good. Massage that spine out. Oh. Good. Okay, just lower those feet down onto the mat. Keep the hands by the side and we're going to slowly ripple and roll that spine up off the mat. So begin to push the hips up to the ceiling. The only thing that's left are those shoulders and hands. Take a deep breath in and begin to roll back down onto the ground. From here, when you get down to the ground, you're going to go into a little bit of a crunch. You're just going to peel yourself up and then lower back down. And then we push the hips back up to the ceiling. When you're ready, you roll them back down and you give me a crunch. And we repeat. So really slow and controlled. There's a lot going on in this one and you want the benefit out of them all. Lower those hips back down, take your time on that and give me a crunch. Here for another 3. Hips go high. We lower back down, 1 vertebrae at a time, and then we are into a crunch for 2 more. I feel like I'm going off the mat here. Push those hips high, lower back down, up into a crunch. Last one coming up. Push the hips high, lower back down, and into a crunch. Perfect. Okay, we're going to leave the crunch out of it now. We're going to just push our hips high. Squeeze at the top, and then lift one leg up. Make sure that both knees are starting in the same position, and we're going to give me a D shape, a capital D. So just before you start, push that bum up to the ceiling, and let's go for our capital D. There's the bottle of water gone. Good. Control everything here. Just make sure that lid's on. It is. Have some job. 3 more. Hips high. 2 more. Last one. Bring that foot back down. Lower your hips back down. So with that one, you'll find that you just continually drop to the mat. So I just want to reset, and we're going to do the opposite direction. So when you're ready, peel the spine up off the mat, stick the hips high, and let's go the opposite direction in that D shape. Big circle out. Straight down, circle wide. Point the toe the whole time. Circle, you have 3 more. Down, circle. How impressive are your D shapes? Make sure they're good. Last one. Down, rotate, and lower everything back down. Just lengthen those legs out for a little second. And you're going to do the other side. I keep an eye on the time because we're nearly done. Alright, hips ready to lift back off that mat. Plant the toes, peel the hips up, left on those shoulders, and let's go with the D shape. Well, it's not really, well, it's back to front now, so off we go. I have a fire hazard here as well, so I need to be careful. We're making 6 Ds in total. Big circle, go straight back up to the ceiling. Imagine you had a paintbrush and you were leaving a mark, and then I was going to grade you after this. How would they look? I need mum here because I don't know what I'm counting anymore. If you've done 6, lower those hips back down. I apologise. I don't know how many I did. Probably 5. Alright, stick those hips back high again. Glutes are fired on. I'm going to go the opposite direction. So let's begin. We have 6 in total. Big shape, lower down. Big and lower. 4 more. Big, lower. Big, lower. 2 more. Big, lower. Last one, round. And lower, back down. Lengthen everything out. Arms go up overhead. And here I just want you to focus on your breathing. So I want you to take 3 deep breaths in through your nose. Off we go. Exhale. Fill those lungs up as big as you can. Last one. And exhale. Perfect. Alright, pull those knees into your chest and begin to rock back and forward. And when you're ready, you're up into seated. And let's spin it round onto our bellies for the final bit. So we're down on the mat. You're just going to rest your head on your forehead, or your head and your hands together. I really am tired. I can't get my words out at all. So glue those two together. And what you're going to do is you're just going to lift the upper body off the mat. We're going to exhale the lift, inhale, lower. And you're just going to squeeze everything nice and tight just to float it up off the mat. Keep the hips down and glued. Alright, when you're ready, hands down. I'm just going to speak to you here because you won't hear my murmuring if I put my head on the mat. But we're just going to exhale, float up. Inhale, return. So when you do that, the feet are going to want to lift as well, but really focus on keeping them down. Inhale, return. Exhale, lift. Inhale, return. Really working on that upper body strength. Lift and lower. We're here for 4 more. And lower. 3 more. And lower. 2 more. Lower. Last one. And lower. From here, just keep those hands by the chest and push your chest up off the mat. Lift those eyes up. Look round at the ankles. Back to center. Other side. Back to center. Lower it back down. Glue the 2 feet together. Keep the head down on the mat. And let's lift the legs, the thighs, knees, the feet up off the mat. Lower back down. Squeeze the bum, lift. Inhale, lower. Squeeze. Lower. Keep the head down. Squeeze. And lower. You're here for 5. Float the legs up together. Imagine they were cable tied together. 3, 2, 1, and lower. And from here, I just want you to do another 3 deep breaths in. You just want you to fill your belly up full of air and then let it out again. So off you go. 3 deep breaths in. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. And exhale. Okay, place those hands back beside the chest. Push yourself up into a plank. From here, begin to walk the hands back to the toes. Stay low to begin with. Let all that weight fall forward. And when you're ready, you begin to roll back up to standing. Stack everything tall. Okay, when we're standing tall, let's reach up overhead. Up onto the tiptoes. And down. Up again. Tiptoes. Ooh. Down. Last one. Up. And down. Just pull one knee into the chest. Stand tall, shoulders back. And release. Other side. Ooh, pull that knee in. Hold. And lower. Just bend those knees. Arms come up. That lighten is wild. Down. And again. Up. Last one. Biggest one yet. Down. And up. Oh, and that is you done for the evening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Putting YouTube up there. And do leave a comment when the video goes up if you did or not, and if it was nice and relaxing. But anyway, see you all on Saturday. Again, 10 o'clock on Zoom, 10 o'clock at the house. And again, don't be shy to come to the house at all. Maybe don't come if you're scared of dogs. They come part and parcel. But other than that, please do come because I want to see you all as well. So take care, and I will be in touch with you all. Alright, bye bye.